Richard, you are the IT guru at HBT Communications. So we thought you were the best person to tell us a little bit about AI. It's obviously massively been in the press at the moment, and it just seems to be the subject that everybody's talking about. So how do you feel about AI? What are your thoughts?
AI to me, I think it's a technology we need to embrace. It's a new way of looking at things and looking at problems. I look at it as going to be a new tool for me to do my job better. And that's the underlying fact for me. If it's not going to make my life easier, I'm not really that interested. If it makes my job better, easier, and I get a more professional output, I can't see why I wouldn't want to use it. My competitors will be. So as long as I'm using it, I'm at a level playing field with the competitors.
And what AI tools are you using to do this?
I'm using the AI tools within Microsoft Edge and Microsoft Dynamics, which are part of our licenses that we have within the organisation.
And so I think there's a lot of worry that AI is unsafe, all of, other people having your information and things like that. What do you feel about from a security aspect?
Well, the reason I'm using the tools that are built into Microsoft Edge and into Dynamics are that as part of our premium licenses, we get Copilot protected. So Copilot is Microsoft's AI. Within that, any searches that I make, that data isn't taken out and reused anywhere else on the internet. It's kept within our organisation. I would be very dubious of any AI tools that don't keep your information within your own data. So that's why I'm only using those tools at the moment. In test environments, I may use other tools, but I wouldn't use any of our actual data within that.
Okay, so that's really interesting. And so how do you think, what do you think that businesses should do now about AI?
I think every business needs to be looking into AI, see what benefits it can bring, and also the costs. Full AI systems are going to be expensive, but you may not need a full AI system. Look at what's already available within your Microsoft plan, whether Copilot's available. There are other AI tools out there, but you need to make sure that they're protected and secure before you start giving them to your staff. You also need to give your staff an idea of how they should be using them and what they shouldn't be using them for. And you don't want everything coming out looking exactly the same. You need to personalise everything, even if you've put it through an AI tool to look at it first.
Yeah, I think from our perspective, we can see where content has been created by AI. And I think that people aren't necessarily then, so us as marketers, we use it to create a piece of content, but we will then very much use that content to create something that's more personal for us. Whereas you can see the people that are just literally cutting and pasting it and using it within their marketing or on their social media posts. So I think you're right. I think it's AI plus human interaction that really works.
Very much so. I'll put an email, I'll put the document through AI just to see how it presents it more than anything else. And it's probably got better language than I have. But then I'll go back through it and think, actually, that doesn't sound right. That makes no sense. Because what is logical to an AI tool isn't necessarily logical to the person you're going to send it to. You need to personalise it, but just use the tool to make it easier for you to understand and then for your customer to understand.
Yeah, there tends to be a lot of waffle in there as well.
Yeah.
Too many words used. So I'm a business that's a little bit apprehensive about AI. Where can I get some information about it and learn a little bit more?
If you speak to HBT Communications, we can quite happily show you what tools you've already got and how you can use those to test them out, work out how it's going to help your business on a general administration point, on your marketing, on anything that you do within the business. More specific AI tools, we can also point you in the right direction to the companies that you need to speak to for your vertical business area, if that makes sense.
Fantastic.